Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Monday, January 19th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we freaking love that for you. Come on, why wouldn't we love that for you? Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. Okay, hold on. I got I got my 3 favorite decks on the table right now, and I think they're going to stay there for a while. One of them is Fearless Familiars by J. Edward Neal. You can find this at shadowartfinds.com. That's what we're going to use tonight because we haven't used it in a while. And I got the Crystal Banner Love Oracle here, and I got Intuitive City Oracle from Rob Berthelman. My 3 favorites. I've decided those are my top 3. But I really like Hattie Thorn too. Actually, I love Hattie Thorn's decks, but my favorite Hattie Thorn deck is still the Ethereal Animal Oracle, which I use for affirmations in the morning. Maybe I'll use them tomorrow morning. I just want to let people know that today is officially Dolly Parton Day in Tennessee. It was dubbed this, I don't know, last year, yesterday, I don't know. I don't know. So I just want to let everybody know, January 19th, officially Dolly Parton Day. Congratulations to Dolly Parton. I thought she already had a day, but maybe I'm cuckoo. I really thought she already had a day. And when I saw it on Facebook, I was like, she does a lot of charity work. She does a lot of stuff for the community, and you got to give her credit, man. You got to give her credit. Her husband passed away, and she's still chugging. We got 2 on the table. Her and that man were married for what? 50 years? 40? I can't remember. 50? 60? You never saw them either. Like, you very rarely ever saw them together, and you very rarely ever saw him. An average Joe kind of guy. We got 5 on the table. It's funny because at the holidays I watched, I think it was New Year's. I woke up to Steel Magnolias playing, which I own it. It's one of my digital movies, and it just rolled right into it after the one that I was watching. And I woke up like in the middle of it, kind of like the middle of it, and I finished watching it. And it just reminded me how much I used to love that movie and all the actors and actresses that were in there. It was such a great movie, and she was in there. 7 on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. I kind of let the conversation get away from me. I totally forgot to say, okay, one more shuffle, 2 more shuffles. Let's do one more shuffle. We got 8 with bottom of the deck. Let me set this on the box over here. We've got the Warrior, Soulful, the King, Sleepless, Someone's Not Sleeping, the Conqueror, the Vanguard, the Swift, and bottom of the deck, Fearsome. Okay, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Can I just tell you that this is one person's energy, and somebody looks at a person like this? Remember how if you follow, if you subscribe, or if you just watch, whatever, it doesn't matter. The other day I did the readings that were kind of similar. It was about somebody that was like intimidated. Do you guys remember that? And then it kind of rolled over into another reading where it was kind of like their feelings like beforehand. it's kind of like that, but it's like somebody that I don't okay, so I don't want to say that somebody sees this person or you in a negative light. I just think that they're afraid. So if this resonates for you, if you feel like this is you, like if I feel like this is me, right? Like somebody's afraid of me. Somebody's afraid of you. And not like in a kind of way, just kind of like in a I don't know what they're capable of. Like I don't know what they see. I don't know what they hear. I don't know what they would do if they found this out. Like kind of like that energy. The funny thing is I think a lot of people look at this person, warrior, soulful. what um is that what they said on that? I don't know why. I'm just picturing Seinfeld where George says master. He says master of my domain, master of my domain. Because when I was looking at the king card, like I heard the phrase, but I couldn't remember the word. It was master. Like people think that someone okay, let me say it like this. People think that someone's life is very well thought out and planned for like if somebody was looking, and this is just an example, right? But if somebody was looking at me and they thought I was a king, it's because they think like I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, I know how I'm going to get there, like, and again, just examples. But like if I was going to like law school, like I know how many years, how much it's going to cost me, how many hours is like it's a very like they think somebody knows like down to the penny, down to the T, like their life plan, like what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm going to get there, how long it's going to take me, who's going to go with me. It's kind of funny because this sleepless card, you might not sleep a lot, or maybe you have fitful sleeps. I kind of go back and forth. I think I've talked about this before. I'll go through phases like where I'll have trouble sleeping and then I'll sleep really good, like weeks, months at a time. Like I'll sleep like shit. And then all of a sudden I sleep really good for a couple months, and then I sleep like shit for a couple weeks, and then I sleep really good for a couple days, and then like back and forth, back and forth. Um and I think I've told you guys this too. I've always attributed that to my um when I was in high school, I went a couple months where I had insomnia and I wasn't sleeping. And I would sleep like I shouldn't say that like, oh, I didn't ever sleep for 3 months. No, it's just that I would sleep like I couldn't sleep at night. Like like I could probably come home from school like 3:34 whenever I got home from school, 3 o'clock, whatever. And I could probably take like an hour nap, maybe, and then get up and not be able to sleep. And then get up and go to school and like take a nap in my because we had a study hall. We always had study hall. um I don't know if they still do study halls now in school, but it was supposed to help you do your homework, so when you went home you didn't have so much freaking homework. The thing is and I don't know how it was for other people. Maybe it's just because I went to a shitty school, even though I don't look at it like that. um like we didn't really have a lot of homework to begin with. So like the study hall, I was usually doing art projects and stuff in there, like drawing and stuff like that, and coming up with ideas, writing. I was writing stories and stuff back then. So, but occasionally you could sneak in like a little nap, like the teacher on duty wouldn't be paying attention or whatever. But yeah, like for 3 months I had trouble sleeping, and I always just figured, oh, and my first real job, my first full-time job after high school, I worked in a grocery store, and I started out um like the second shift. Like I would come in at like 3 and I would leave at like 9. Um but I ended up transferring to the overnight shift because they wanted an overnight person in our department, and I think it was like an extra dollar more an hour or something. Now, when I worked at the grocery store, we're talking 1999, January of 1999. I got my job, y'all. I think I was making like six something an hour, like $6 and something an hour in 1999. Think about it. It is now 2026. In 1999, I was making like six something an hour. I think I started out at like 6.25. And then when I went to nights, it was either 50 cents or a dollar more an hour. And you know what's really sad about that is the fact that we were all whatchamacallit, um union, because all grocery stores are I think still, I don't know, but they were all union. So like I paid dues and I had to pay a thing to join the union, and I got a card that supposedly is good for the rest of my life because I'm in the grocery union or whatever. Like they were supposed to get us better money and stuff. They never did. They never did. They never did. I mean, think about think about the unions that work for like electricians and um plumbers and stuff like that. Like those unions, you got people making, 40, $50 an hour. I work through a union and I'm making $7 an hour, 7.25, 7.50. Come on. And I have no idea what they make now in grocery stores. I have no idea what you would start at. I have no idea. Do I have no idea. I know supposedly places were supposed to start paying no less than, was it $15 an hour, $12 an hour, something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is my sleep was messed up. My sleep has always been messed up ever since the insomnia and then working third shift at the grocery store. Because then I was going in at like 9 o'clock at night and coming home at 3, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever. And the sad thing is I don't even know why they did a third shift person for our department. They did not need it. They really did not need it. Because half the time I was just continuously filling and fronting the same stuff over and over and over again every night because there wasn't anything to do. And I know it sounds weird, but like I was in general merchandise, which is like drugs, over the counter drugs, shampoo, school supplies, grill stuff. Liquor department was technically part of general merchandise. But you're talking like the seasonal aisle would technically be general merchandise, stuff like that. And the grocery side always had work, but it always seemed like we didn't have enough work. And I know it sounds weird, but because you would think like, oh yeah, they go through the Tylenol, they'll sell the shampoo and da da da, and we did. But you also got to remember that people are filling throughout the day, and people are doing it in the evening. So by the time I came into to third shift, like there was nothing for me to do. There was no point for me to be there. It ticked me off. It always ticked me off because I kind of felt pressured to go work there, and then it just messed up my sleep even more. But yeah, somebody could have issues with their sleep, and somebody has sleepless nights thinking about somebody, like just who they are. And I don't know that I mean, I don't think this is romantic. You can take that as it resonates. To me, this is not romantic. Or if it was somebody that maybe had feelings for somebody at first, I don't think they do now. Because now it just gives off more of a terrified wonder. Whoever this is, they think that like this person can't be stopped. Anything they want to do, they will accomplish. They view this person as very protective of their energy. Like they don't let a lot of people in. I mean, how am I supposed to respond to that, right? I don't let a lot of people in. I made it one of my resolutions not to give to people this year. I already broke that twice, by the way. Last week I brought donuts to work, and then yesterday I bought my friend a chicken sandwich and some chips for her lunch. Because she didn't bring her real lunch. She brought some freaking oatmeal. I don't know why she always brings oatmeal. I'm guessing because she's poor. But here's the thing. Like, I would rather eat my own arm than eat oatmeal every day. I mean, I seriously, like, let me just chop it off, put it in the fridge, and I'll gnaw on that for the rest of the month. Because, especially, like, she buys, like, the little packets of oatmeal. And, here's the thing. For a while there, I was doing my own oats where you soak it overnight. And I would put the little 100-calorie nut and fruit packs in there. And then it just has flavor. Like it's moist. It has flavor. It's kind of milky because I would use milk. And, that's fine. Like I could do that. But those little pre-made packets with all that sugar and cinnamon and no, I can't. I cannot go back to that. Nope. And it's funny because one of those little packets, I don't even know, 100 calories, 120 calories, maybe less than that. I don't know. But the thing is they're so sweet. Like there's so much sugar in there. It's a turnoff. It is a turnoff. They think if this person is manifesting or calling in things or working for stuff, right, that it comes to them. Like stuff just comes to them. Like oh, they get whatever they want. Like when you have two kids, like a brother and a sister, or two brothers, two sisters, whatever, and the one kid's like, but they get whatever they want and I never get what I want. It kind of gives like somebody looking at somebody and being like, how come you always get everything? Like, how come everything works out for you? How come nothing bad ever happens to you? I mean, come on. People could literally look at me from the outside and think that I lived some fairy tale princess life. But if you know my story, I mean, come on. This is not a fairy tale princess existence. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my life and all the things that I've been through that have brought me here. I'm thankful and grateful for. But don't anybody that would ever come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're spoiled," or this, that, and the other. I'd be like, I'd probably be like, fuck off. Like I'd probably like you don't know me, you don't know what I've been through, and how do you judge people like that? I know I say that after I judge somebody, but then again, I can only judge what I know to be true, right? Okay, I need some not apple juice, cranberry juice. Yeah, this person is really afraid of this other person. Like it kind of gives the vibe of like, and this is just an example, but like two witches, right, face off, and the one witch knows that that other witch is more powerful than them, and then it eats them alive. Like they know. It's like two witches are squaring off, and the one on, they know that that other one is more powerful, more competent, more reliable, more stable. I mean, it's so negative to have that kind of thought process about yourself, like, oh, they're so much better than me, they do so much better than me. Okay, so work on you, like, and I hate to sound like an asshole at the same time, but like, come on. Like, is everybody supposed to do everything for everybody? Like, work on yourself. you know I've talked to you guys about this, I don't know how many times. you know I started my own business. I started the YouTube channel. My TikTok went viral. Last year, I decided to go back to my fitness journey that I had started in 2022. Then I put editing my book on hold to do that. Now it's kind of on hold until I finish this class, which I should finish by the end of the week. I'm taking courses online, a course online, I should say. Like, I've changed it up. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have a knowledge, a hope for where I'm going to be in a year, 5, 10 years. But sometimes the vision changes. Sometimes you decide something is more important for you than something else. Sometimes you realize you can give up something because you want something else. You know? Like, I knew I could put off editing my book and publishing my book because I wanted to take some classes and learn more about spirituality and energy and all that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, when I go back to edit my books, if I want to put something else in there, I can, because I'll have a better understanding of the things that are actually in my book, you know? I don't know. Like, I think people I think people pay too much attention to other people, and I've told you guys this before. It kind of drives me nuts because there's no reason on earth why anybody should be afraid of another person, like of their success. There's no reason why anybody should be jealous of somebody's success, envious, like all competition. You guys know that pisses me off. All of that stuff is ridiculous. Like, whoever this is looking at this person, you do something to be feared. Do something so somebody fears you. Because at the end of the day, who cares? And not to sound like an ass, but let's say I'm this person, okay? And this person is afraid of me because they think I'm better. And in the back of their mind, there's always that thought of competition. Okay, but I don't think like that. So you're wasting your time. This person is wasting their time, their energy on trying to fuck me up when I'm literally just over here living my life, doing my own thing, right? Right? It's just like when readers talk on readings about, oh, somebody sent you, a spell and it backfired and it hit them, or somebody is sending you the evil eye and blah blah blah. Okay, it's not that I don't believe that people do that. I know people do that. I know. But at the same time, like, I can't be worried about every motherfucker out there that could be sending me evil eye. you know? And I use this. I always use my life as an example, and I think I told you guys this before, but it was like in October, I think. I want to say October, beginning of November. I wrote that text message to the friend at work who I thought was seeing the guy that I was in love with, and I said to her, and I addressed it to her and the other friend I still kind of talk to sometimes. Anyway, I had said to her, like I have just gotten the feeling like there was some kind of animosity between like all of us, like the three of us, the three women, not him, the three women. I said, I just want you guys to know, like, I'm not hating on you or anything. Like, I get the feeling like maybe they thought that I was mad and I thought that they were mad and then everybody was mad for no reason. And I sent her a text message saying this and apologizing and saying, like, I just want you to know, like, that's not how I feel. Um, that kind like I still love you guys and all that stuff. And I sent her that text message. She didn't respond. She never responded. I have not talked to her. I have not talked to her. I sent her like two texts after that. One where she liked it or hearted it, I think. And then I sent her a text last Thursday because somebody asked me a question on her behalf, which was ridiculous. Just come ask me the question, lady. Like, just come ask me the question. You don't need to send a minion. Like, seriously. But yeah, I wrote her this text saying, like, I'm not mad or anything. Like, I want to apologize because I hope you don't feel that way. Like, I'm not over here sending like bad vibes or anything. Like, I'm just living my own life and doing my own thing. I couldn't care less. And I think, and I can only guess, right? I can only guess, but in my mind of minds, I think the reason why she didn't respond was because she has thoughts, like she's still pissed off about the situation. She has thoughts. I don't know. And it's kind of funny because the last couple of times I've been picking, she's been like picking on the same day, like 4, 5, 6 stations away. And it, if I'm here and she's here, and there's 3, 4, 5 people in between us, odds are one of those people is going to be one of my friends, just like one of those people is probably going to be one of her friends. And like I'll literally be standing there like smiling and waving at a person, and then she'll turn around and she'll just look at me, and it's like, do you want me to wave to you? Because I can. Do you like I'm waving to them? I'm not waving to you, but I can wave to you if you want. Like I don't know. There's just such I guess just animosity there. There's some type of like anger there. I don't know. It's weird. That's why I try not to. I try not to be in her vicinity. I try not to be around her because not for me, because I don't care. You know, I mean, I love her. I want the best for her. I want her, to have great things. I want her to have an amazing life. But at this point, like everything that happened last year, like I don't care. Like you didn't want to talk about it. I have to move on. Like I can't chase or anything like that. Like I just got to move on with my life. So like I feel like there's an animosity there on her side, but it doesn't matter. Like I have to keep on moving. And I think that pisses her off all the more cuz she doesn't know how to do that. Same thing with the guy. I don't know. But yeah, you guys know. I don't understand that kind of energy. I just don't get that. And I've said this before too, like I've never looked at another person and was so envious and jealous that it like ate me up on the inside. like like and don't get me wrong, like I've looked at couples and been like, "Oh my god, they have like the perfect marriage." I've, been to people's homes and been jealous cuz they had the house that I wanted, or they have the dog that I wanted, or they wear the clothes that I want. But at the end of the day, like I don't have time to think about that or be angry. I have my own life to live. I have my own things to do. I have my own clothes to buy. Like I don't get the energy. I will never ever understand it. That's the only conclusion I've come to, is I will never understand it. The funny thing is whoever this person is with this soulful card, they really kind of, and even if they hide it, like they kind of admire somebody. Like they think somebody is really deep, like if they're more religious but you're more spiritual, they're like, oh, like they're really in tune, like I thought you couldn't believe in God if you weren't Catholic or Presbyterian or Lutheran or whatever. But look at them, like they really believe in God. Like I don't know, there's something about like, I just heard they admire the way someone's soul moves. So that could be it. That could be okay, so this could be it too. Whoever this person is that's afraid, that might be jealous, might be envious, all that stuff, they might look at this person and be like, oh, they're not jealous or envious. They don't think we're in competition. How did they get to be like that? Like, how do you drop all that? How do you not think you're in competition with every other woman in the department? Like, it kind of gives that vibe. Like I wish I could move like that. I just don't know how. Listen, I'm gonna say this, like, and I've said this a million times, y'all. A million times. We are not perfect. We are human. We all make mistakes. We all stumble and fall. The whole point is, are you going to get back up? Are you going to pick yourself up? Are you going to try again? Like, are you going to beat yourself up all day? Are you going to learn from situations? Or are you going to put them on a closet shelf and close the door and pretend like healing doesn't exist? Because there's differences there. And my feeling is like, you got to get a handle on yourself before you can get a handle on situations with others. And you have to love yourself. That's the other thing. That's the other thing we probably just do not talk about enough. Like the whole reason why I don't care about being in competition with anybody else is because I love myself. And yeah, you could be like, well, Kim, if you love yourself, then why did you need to lose 45 pounds this past summer? Because I wanted to, because I wanted to love myself even more, because I wanted to be healthy, because I wanted to feel better, look better. That doesn't mean that I didn't love myself the way that I was. I did. I did. I loved my fat girl phase. I mean, I had my fat girl phase most of my life. And I'm still fat, technically. I'm still overweight. I'm just trying to do something about it. And at the end of the day, whether I succeed or I fail, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to love myself. I'm always going to love myself. And that's the thing. People that don't love themselves just can't understand other people because they want to be those other people. Whereas I love myself and I look at other people and I want them to love themselves, right? People don't get that. Whoever this is with the conqueror and the warrior, they really think that I don't know how to say it. Like they really think that somebody has overcome phone call. Has overcome trials and tribulations. Like it would be like, and it's just an example, but like this person tells a story about how like they were held at gunpoint or something and had their money stolen. This other person that's afraid of them would be like, how did you overcome that? How did you get through that? How do you not cry every day? Like how do you Like, how did you survive to become the person you are? And I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I think it's the person. I think it's the personality. I think it's the will to survive. I think it's the drive. It's personal power. Not every person is the same. Not every person is going to be faced with the same situation and have the same response. Sometimes you sometimes you have to go through a few things in life, like a few negative things in life before you really realize, well, this shit isn't important. Like, yeah, it happened, great. It happened at me, it happened to me. It wasn't about me. I've said that before, like being raped and sexually assaulted, like I even knew from like an earlier age, like this shit isn't even about me. Like like why is this happening to me? It's not about me. Like I knew that as a little kid. People don't even recognize that as adults. That's why they carry fear and anger and all that type of emotional stuff in regards to like abuse and neglect and assault and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's not okay to feel that. It totally is okay to feel that. It's okay to feel however you fucking want to feel about whatever happened to you. It is always okay to feel whatever you want to feel. The thing is at the end of the day, people would probably look at me and be like, oh, she just doesn't deal with it, or this, that, and the other. Don't deal with it. I think about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. I think that's part of therapy. To me, talking about it, thinking about it, to me, that's all a part of the therapy. I don't know. Somebody thinks that somebody's pretty amazing for having been what they've been through and still being able to be the person that they are. And I feel like whoever this person is, people watch them all the time. I think I said that in the other reading too. People watch this person all the time. Kind of like a what are they going to do next? How are they going to act today? What are they going to wear today? What are they going to eat today? It's almost like a celebrity. It almost gives like a celebrity kind of vibe. Not that that should go to anybody's head. It's always funny. Actually, it happened today. It's always funny because I'll be at work and I'll stare off into space a lot, like I'm just tuning out. I'm trying to tune out and bring stuff in. Is really what I'm trying to tune out work and bring other stuff in. But it's funny because every once in a while somebody will see me and they'll be like, "Are you okay?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just doing work over here. My work over here." But it's weird because like people will be like, "Oh, are you okay?" And it's like, "Dude, what are you doing watching me?" Like go do your job. I'm standing here staring at the wall. Go do your job. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. 40 almost 40 minutes. I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if anything you were entertained. I hope everybody had a lovely Monday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.